91, all three in favor of the winner.
Big time shot there from Jake Paul. That is what you call a turning point, folks. Okay, a minute and a half left here in round 5, and Jake's looking for the finish. He's hurt. On the ropes. Jake Paul pouring it on here. Paralyzing big time round for Jake Paul. Big round, big round, big shot. Jake walks forward.
And they fought at a pace. Both on either corner, celebrate.
Gentlemen, after 10 rounds of action, we have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, David Yakabuchi, scores about 97 to 92. Judges David Sutherland and Chris Migliori both scored about 98 to 91. All three in favor of the winner, the problem child, Jake Paul.
Your winner by unanimous decision and moving.
Welcome back to Boxing Co. Channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most talked about potential matchups in boxing, Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. This fight has fans all over the internet, buzzing with excitement as it brings together the raw power and experience of a heavyweight legend and the unpredictability of a modern boxing personality. Let's break down the advantages and disadvantages of each fighter and see if we can predict who might come out on top.
Disputed, undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
Let's kick things off with a quick introduction to each fighter. Mike Tyson is a legendary name in the boxing world, boasting a record of 15 wins, 6 losses, and an incredible 44 knockouts. Known for his power and aggressive style, Tyson made history by becoming the youngest heavyweight champion at just 20 years old. He dominated the division with brutal knockouts and an intimidating presence in the ring. Even though he's now in his late 50s, Tyson has stayed in impressive shape, with recent exhibition bouts proving that he can still deliver punches with surprising power. On the other side, we have Jake Paul, who may have started his career on YouTube, but has impressed many with his dedication to boxing in recent years. With a record of 7-1, including knockouts over MMA fighters and influencers, Jake has proven himself as a serious contender. While he lacks Tyson's decades of experience, his youth, physical fitness, and confidence make him a formidable opponent. As for Tyson, his advantages include his vast experience, legendary knockout power, and psychological intimidation. Few fighters can withstand the pressure of facing a living legend like him. However, Tyson's age is a significant disadvantage, as he's nearly 60, and the physical demands of boxing naturally take a toll on speed, reaction time, and stamina, which could hinder his performance in a longer fight. Another potential advantage for Jake Paul is stamina. Tyson's fighting style has traditionally been explosive, but focused on short bursts, dominating the early rounds. However, he has struggled in longer fights. If Jake can weather Tyson's early aggression, he might be able to capitalize in the later rounds. Additionally, Tyson's style has remained largely unchanged over the years. While his skills and power are unmatched, Jake may have an advantage with a more modern and versatile approach to boxing. Now let's take a look at Jake Paul and what he brings to the table. First, there's youth and endurance. At 26, Jake is in his physical prime with excellent stamina, which means he can maintain a fast pace over multiple rounds. His conditioning could give him an edge if the fight goes longer. Second, height and range management. Jake's height and reach can be valuable assets if he uses them to keep Tyson at a distance, allowing him to avoid Tyson's close range. power punches, and control the pace of the fight. Finally, mental toughness. Jake has proven he's not afraid to take on bigger challenges, and he's not easily intimidated. His confidence and focus could help him stay calm in the ring, even when facing a powerful presence like Tyson.
Round 2 in the books, and Nate Diaz.
However, Jake Paul does have some disadvantages to consider. First and foremost, experience. While Jake has made significant improvements in recent years, he hasn't faced anyone with Tyson's level of skill and experience. Going up against someone of Tyson's caliber is a huge challenge. Second, defense. Although Jake has worked on his technique, his defensive skills are still a work in progress. If Tyson can close the gap and land clean shots, Jake's lack of defensive experience could put him at risk. Lastly, overconfidence. Jake's self-assurance is part of his charm, but it could also be a downfall. If he underestimates Tyson, even for a moment, he could find himself in serious trouble.
Nothing. You took it. You took it. I did a good shot. You took it. You took it. Hey, I respect that. I respect that.
Mike, at age 54.
With these pros and cons in mind, what are the best strategies for each fighter? Mike Tyson's strategy. Tyson's best approach will likely be to start aggressively. If he can overwhelm Jake with an early power shot, he may secure a quick knockout. The key for Tyson will be closing the distance quickly, using his experience to avoid staying at Jake's range and landing those powerful close-range punches.
Gentlemen, it's a Las Vegas cheer. The over-under in this fight was the 5th round, which means that if you bet this fight to go past the...
Jake Paul's strategy should focus on endurance and control. He'll want to avoid getting dragged into a close-range battle with Tyson, and instead keep the fight at a distance by utilizing his reach and maintaining movement. By doing this, he could tire Tyson out and capitalize on his speed and stamina as the rounds progress. So, who's going to win? If Mike Tyson wins, it's likely because he lands a few powerful shots early. His knockout power could end the fight with just a few well-placed punches. By setting the pace, keeping Jake on the defensive, and closing the distance, Tyson could secure a victory through sheer force. On the other hand, if Jake Paul wins, it will likely come down to his endurance and ability to keep Tyson at a distance. By tiring Tyson out, using his reach and speed wisely, and capitalizing on his youth, Jake could either win on points or land a well-timed shot in the later rounds.
He's knocked down for the first time in his career. Mike Tyson hits the canvas. He's in big trouble. He's not gonna make it.
At the end of the day, it's a battle between experience and power versus youth and stamina. Tyson might have the edge in pure knockout ability, but Jake's speed and conditioning could make it a real challenge. As for my prediction, both fighters stand to win big. Financially, this will be a huge payday for both.
Your winner by TKO and Gaio, Jake
All right, fight fans, that's our breakdown for the potential showdown between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Who do you think has the upper hand? Will Tyson's power reign supreme, or will Jake shock the world once again? Drop your predictions in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your opinions are important to me, and I love hearing from all of you. Keep the punches coming.
Been in the ring for 15 years. How would you assess your performance, your stamina, and overall how you perform?
Well, I'm used to doing it for 3 minutes.